State your name, please.
My name is Pamela Capwell Conrad.
Please be seated.
Mrs. Conrad, why did you return to Santa Barbara after all these years?
I missed my children and they were here. And I don't want anything from anyone.
Is that why you waited so long to make your presence known?
Partly, and partly because I was afraid. I'd written Mason letters the year before and he hadn't answered them, so I didn't know how he was going to receive me. Also, I wanted to make quite sure I was well again because I put Jeffrey through so much when I was ill. I just couldn't do that to him again.
I understand.
Also, the medication had given me a reaction on my skin, and I suppose it was partly vanity.
Hence the veil.
Yes. Yes, until today.
Are you all right?
Your Honor, if she's going to coach the witness, could she do it out loud so the rest of the court could hear it?
Sustained. Speak up, Counselor.
There was one other reason why you came back to Santa Barbara, wasn't there?
I said my children. I have 2 sons. I also have a daughter. I had a daughter. Her name was Elena Nicholas.
Mrs. Conrad, were you in Santa Barbara the time that your daughter was killed?
Yes.
A few moments before you walked in, we had a witness up here that testified.
Please. Please. Can I have a glass of water?
Yes, of course you can. Mrs. Conrad. Don't let me stop you, all right?
It appears that my colleague, Mr. Capwell's flair for the dramatic comes naturally.
Your Honor, I move for a brief recess while we determine whether the witness can continue.
Motion granted. I'll be in my chambers, Counselor, when you're ready.
Thank you.
Did you know about this?
No, I didn't know anything.
Well, how do your parents feel? What's going on?
I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to sit by and watch what happens.
Well, don't get your hopes up.
Are you kidding? My hopes are nothing but up.
You can't expect her to look kindly on a man who's been accused of killing her daughter.
Then why would Mason bring her here? I think we can hope for the best. Who knows? It might happen.
I guess it might. At least it all starts to make some sense now. I mean, why Eleanor singled out you and your family.
Well, maybe to her it made sense.
To Santa Barbara, did your daughter know about it?
I've told you, as I said, it was very difficult for me to come back here, and I was hesitant about meeting her again because of the different directions our lives had taken, and also because I did have a lot to answer for. Anyway, I kept putting it off, and as it turned out, I put it off too long because the night I did go to see her was the night she died.
Mrs. Conrad, would you please tell the court, if you can, what happened?
Yes. Yes. I went to her hotel room, but Eleanor wasn't there. The maid was making up the room, and I was leaving a message, and then I saw an address. I saw an address where she was going to meet somebody just outside of town.
A place called the Laser Palace.
Yes. I don't know what made me go there. Anyway, the maid had said that Eleanor, she called her Miss Norris, was dressed for the evening, and I was curious, so I thought I'd go and see what she was up to, because she told me that she was deeply in love with some young man.
But she mentioned no name.
No, and I couldn't even be sure if it was the truth because my daughter was... She was inclined to exaggerate. But we all do that sometimes, don't we?
So you went.
Yes.
What did you find there?
I didn't get inside there. I found an alleyway round at the back of the building, and I was just about to go inside when I heard a shot, and it seemed to be coming just in front of the door.
What did you do?
I was very frightened. I heard footsteps, so I ducked into another doorway into the alley just in time because the door flew open and a man came running out.
A man came running out? May I please remind the court that the records show Mr. Castillo never left the site of the shooting. Can you tell us what happened then, Mrs. Conrad?
Well, I waited for a moment, and then I tried to follow him, but he disappeared. And just then I heard the police sirens. Well, I didn't want them to find me there because I didn't have any identification. I'd lost everything while I was ill, and I couldn't explain what I was doing there. I just didn't know what to do. So I went back to Elena's hotel room. I was terrified for her. Waited there all night. Then in the morning, I found she'd been murdered.
Thank you very much for coming forward, Mrs. Conrad. Your witness.
Mrs. Capwell Conrad, is it conceivable that the man you saw left the building and re-entered by another route?
I don't think so, but it is conceivable.
What do you look like?
I don't know. I didn't see his face. It
You
was
saw
dark.
something, didn't you?
Yes, I saw a man. I think he was wearing a dark jacket. He had shortish hair.
Would you please look at the defendant? Now, can you honestly say that it could not have been Mr. Castillo?
I'm certain it wasn't him. The man I saw seemed to be much older. He was more mature.
Okay, isn't it possible that he ran from the sound of the shot just like you did?
Yes, it's possible, but he seemed to be running from where the shot came from.
I move that be stricken from the record. It's speculation. Now, the man that your daughter wrote that she was so in love with.
I shouldn't have brought that up. You see...
I'm bringing it up! What more did she say about the man?
She said they were living together, but that obviously wasn't true. I can't be sure of anything, she said. She might have just been fanciful.
And why didn't you come forward with this sooner? Didn't you want to see the man who had killed your daughter
Yes.
tried and brought to justice?
Yes, I did.
Uh-huh. And yet you remained silent while what you believed to be an innocent man stood trial.
But I didn't know that at that time. It wasn't until Miss Wainwright and my son told me about the facts of the case that I knew he was innocent.
Which was when?
I think it was yesterday.
Could have been the day before, maybe the week before. I mean, how long did the defense counsel strategically keep you under wraps?
Objection! That's irrelevant.
Overruled. Please answer the question.
No one knew I was here. I chose not to reveal myself, and I freely admit I was wrong. I hope Mr. Castillo can forgive me, but I was afraid of the consequences.
Your Honor, I ask for a day's recess to examine the testimony of this new witness, and I reserve the right to continue my cross-examination.
Very well. You may step down. The court is recessed until 10 o'clock Thursday morning.
You were wonderful. You both were.
What did I tell you?
Yeah, you knew, didn't you? I mean, how come you're so smart anyway?
Because I eat my vegetables.
It's the spinach, isn't it? I knew it. I should eat more spinach. The spinach is the ticket.
Oh, you're laughing. It's been a long time since I've seen you laugh.
You better get used to it, because I think I'm going to be doing a lot more laughter pretty soon. Keith's face.
Boy, did I ever. He was scrambling. Nobody's seen him since.
I mean, I am so glad I said what I did. I didn't change nothing. I didn't leave nothing out, even though it sounded impossible,
and
right?
so am I, because somebody else came up with the exact same impossible story.
Julia, I'm never going to forget, ever, that you went the distance with me on this.
Are you tired?
Tired? I'm so tired I could drill a tunnel through this floor with my teeth.
Yeah, that's my guy, because I got your visitor here.
What?
When you get home?
Well, it ain't gonna be the laundry.
I'm warning you, I changed everything around. Put a little lower down so I could reach it. It sort of looks like the Seven Dwarfs house, but
Oh, that's cool. That's okay. I'll be dopey if you'll be happy.
I'll be happy. That's a promise.
You don't know what today did for me, darling. It's like somebody finally turned off the self-destruct switch. I was losing my mind.
Yeah, I know. The only time I've ever seen you like that was when I was with Kirk.
Well, you should have been around when I thought you were gone for good. No, you shouldn't have been. But it was the most horrible kind of panic, like being buried alive and you can't die. It must be what it's like to have a sentence and have to stay in these places for the rest of your life, you know? I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I can't imagine wanting to live without you. Am I crazy?
Maybe. I don't know. Living with me would be enough to discourage most people.
No, discouraged. No. It's been interesting. It's been the most interesting aspect of my whole life. You know, when you're a little kid, you want to grow up and be somebody cool. You want something good to happen to you. Baseball player, Walter Payton, something cool. I met you. I got together with you. Everything has turned out wonderful. People think that I'm a good guy.
You are a good guy.
Well, I don't know. You know, you're running the show, and I'm curious to know what's going to happen next, you know, because you do have these vegetable-enhanced powers of prediction, and I don't know what's going to happen?
I don't know. But it's going to be good. It's going to be everything.
I believe you.
Give me a hug.